What is going on to you, Aquarius? So you have the Two of Ariel, the Emperor, and then you have the Ace of Ariel. So there's a sense of you, Aquarius, basically getting all the things that you want, but you understand that some of those things are you're gonna have patience for it, because if you don't, then you're just not really gonna get those things, because some things just naturally require more time to actually gain than others, right? You can go down to the average bookstore, and if you have enough money for it, you can buy a book. But if you're looking to have any kind of really big projects, obviously, you're going to need to take time out of your life, basically, to actually get what it is that you're looking for. Um, there's also a sense of, you being the emperor. This is actually one of my favorite cards in this specific deck. It, it's so cool, right? It looks really cool. But basically, what I'm seeing here is that for you, not only are you going to have patience, but also you're going to have to plan for any kind of difficulties that may arise. A king or a queen, right? An emperor or an empress basically has to have multiple plans. And obviously they don't tell everybody about their plans, but at the same time, they do have to have multiple plans, planning for what happens if this obstacle gets in the way. Then what? Then now what? What exactly will essentially you do? And then you have the Ace of Ariel, which represents, um, but ultimately the goal still remains the same. It's just a matter of being able to plan for the difficulties first when you know what you want, and then you actually enact said plan once you have that idea of where to start, right? Um, you can be doing it with a significant other. You can be doing it with a friend, as far as like doing starting a project. But more than likely, I'm seeing that you, Aquarius, have the bigger picture in your mind, which is great. And then you have the King of Ariel, and then you have the New Beginnings, which is um, the Judgment, if I'm not mistaken. And uh, so, I mean, at the end of the day, though, like I said before, with enough preparation, pretty much anything can be yours. I'm seeing how you, Aquarius, it's not necessarily any kind of obstacle with others per se. This is more so of an obstacle with thinking about your longer term goals and the things that you, Aquarius, really want to accomplish. The King of Pentacles speaks to how, again, you are really about your physical manifestation, your coins, your money, the finer things in life, building to create those things. Um, Knowing the obstacles. Some of you may already know the obstacles. Some of you may have to understand the obstacles, what's happening in front of you. And then you have the Judgment, which represents, and then trusting those things, those plans that you have already put into place to actually go as you planned it. And if it doesn't, that's not necessarily all right. You don't necessarily like that it didn't really go down to the T how you planned it, but you, Aquarius, understand that this is why it is that you need to be flexible, and this is why it is that you have multiple plans, because just in case if something doesn't necessarily go your way, you have multiple ways of actually going about getting what you want. So there's a long-term plan that you, Aquarius, have, where, like it is I said before, you, Aquarius, are looking to create passive income, and you're doing the work now, 9 to 5 job in general, even if it's not a 9 to 5, so that you are setting money aside to actually invest and put money into different positions to work for you, potentially even buying a business like I've been talking about. And a lot of you Aquarius are just not telling people what it is. Obviously, you're not, you Aquarius here know what y'all doing on the channel, but y'all probably not gonna know. Y'all probably not gonna tell other people what you've got going on, because you understand that at this current point in time, there's no sense in saying all of that, because you don't even necessarily know if it's going to take itself off the ground yet. I'm saying that some of you Aquarius have you've already begun the search to buy a business that you may want, or to look for an asset that it is that you are looking for. It's just that you're obviously, again, you're not saying anything to anybody because you don't want to put the cart before the horse. You Aquarius don't want to say something and forget about all that bad luck juju stuff, right? That voodoo hoodoo zuzu stuff, right? You know, that bad luck nonsense, whatever the case may be, right? Um, what I'm talking about is I'm talking about uh, you don't want to put something into action and then immediately it starts giving you difficulties or whatnot, or you already have difficulties putting a plan into physical action, and then it's like, but you've been talking about this for so long, and then now it's time for you to actually start this. You have all these obstacles. You don't want to, like I said, put the cart before the horse, and then you start saying that you're doing something that you have not actually you have not actually started yet, right? And that's something that I don't like to do. I don't like to talk about things. I like to keep it to myself until I start actually doing it. And then once I do it, now it's like, oh, okay, if I'm in a position, okay, I'll talk about it, because it's too late for anyone to stop it. It's too late for even my mouth to even stop, because the train has already left the station. It's already happened. So then you have the two of Michael and the Magician, right? And like it is, I said before, where it is that what's happening with you is you have some goofies that can't necessarily really see the bigger picture. And this is part of the reason why it is that you Aquarius choose to say nothing, because the same reason, like it is that I was talking about, you don't want to necessarily say something that what it is that you're going to do, and then it seems like you're getting all kind of opposition, or maybe opposition from life, or just opposition from other people. You want to, if you do say something, because eventually word has to get out, especially if you're buying a business, you want your business to be as popular as you, and of course get insurance, because popularity brings problems. You're going to have some people who take popularity to the wildest extreme and look to try to destroy your property. So you want to take out insurance on the building, or whatever business or whatever things you got going on here. And that can cost you all the way up to a couple of hundreds, or all the way up to a couple of thousands. But if you can pay for it, it's well worth it. But the point I'm trying to make here with that is you have to make it as popular as possible, because most things end up blowing up financially when popularity is around it, right? It's just that some people take the whole popularity thing to the extreme, and then they make the popularity and the attention that they're getting the main focus of what they're doing. And this is why they end up being poor, they end up being destitute, they end up having nothing, even though they were sitting on top of a gold mine, they were sitting on top of millions. It's because they didn't know how to actually play their cards right, their own cards right, the position that they have, or it was dealt with. And see, the two of swords and Magician represent, so a lot of you Aquarius are just preparing yourselves, and you're actually doing the homework that either no one or very few people really know. So there's a sense of you Aquarius having a plan, like I said before, to buy over a business, to have some things going for yourself, to where you don't have to work so hard, like I was talking about, and you've already done you already have started doing the homework, all the uh, intricate things, right? All the intricate things, all the complicated things, so that when it's time for you to actually take advantage of the situation, really go in there and really make an offer, right? Really make an offer. It's a sense where you just want to make sure that it's not, you just want to, you Aquarius just want to make sure that you're not caught off guard by anything, right? Whether the person asks you questions, you make them an offer where where you coming up a little bit too light. It's not, the offer is not a strong of an incentive for them to actually take it. You buy the business and you're unprepared for what it actually entails, or what it demands of you. You want to make sure that you have a better understanding as to what's going on. So you, Aquarius, already have a business, and you are doing your homework so that you can become better understanding of that business. So when it's time for you to actually go about doing it, you go about doing it. I know a lot of you, Aquarius, who are in real estate, the art and the skill and the capabilities of real estate. You like buying homes, right? You like buying homes. You like doing that and being able to actually generate income from that. And then you have you have the divine guidance. You're on the right path. You're doing a very good job at being able to actually do it. The next step for you now is to essentially just save up that money to where you got it good, to where it's good, where you can buy it and actually do the thing. Because don't be getting scared. Because the thing is that the Knight of Raphael and the Three of Gabriel represents, don't be scared to actually go ahead and make the purchase, because you Aquarius will find yourself in a messed up situation if you get wary, or if you get scared, where, oh, you're gonna do this now, you're gonna do this here, you're gonna do this then. Let me explain something to you. In 2023, early 2023, I think February 2023. No, not February 2023. February 20. It's been that long already. February. Yeah, it was 2023. In February 2023, let me explain something to you. I was trying to figure out a way to make money, and I was walking my dog, asking myself, how am I going to make more money? How? And then an idea popped up to me, something that I always wanted to do, like I was talked about, right? Do the stock market. So I'm like, I have no idea how. I say, yeah, maybe. 5 minutes later, I see a Tesla motorcycle. And I'm like, this has to be a sign. This has to be a sign. It's the sports motorcycle, Tesla. And I'm saying to myself, this got to be a sign. This got to be. So the owner of the motorcycle is yelling out the window, yo, you like my motorcycle? I'm like, yeah, I think the motorcycle is fat. What's going on with it? He's like, man, I'm glad you like it, man. I just got it. Appreciate you, bro. That's what he's saying to me. I'm having this conversation with him. He must have been on like the eighth, ninth floor or whatever. But he just looked at it. He just saw me just looking at it. And from that night, I made a decision. Obviously, the stock market was closed at that time, because this was like 9 p.m. but at night. But the point that I'm trying to make here with that is, I decided I'm gonna stop being so like jittery or worry about it, and actually take my chances. And here I am today, you know. So the Knight of Raphael and the Three of Gabriel is saying, don't be scared of this purchase. Make the leap. It will be one of the best decisions that you've ever made. Even if you fail, you would have gained so much experience. Even now, again, more than likely you're not going to fail. But even if you do fail, it makes you into a better business person. How you think I got so good at being able to bring people to my business and grow and stuff like this? It's because I'm establishing a relationship with friendship or whatever, establishing a friendship or a mentorship with all of you. So let's clarify the divine guidance, or the Hierophant, basically. The Strength, the Devil, Four of Swords, Three of Cups, Sun card. Yes, it's saying how it is that, again, you buying it and owning the business will be difficult. It will have its difficulties in on itself, but it's better off. You're better off than you not buying it, you not making any kind of action, and then you just being a chicken squat. Just I could have had that, yeah, but nobody care about you could have had what. Nobody care about that. I could have had that. Nobody cares about that. You know, the Three of Cups and the Sun card right here. People care about what you actually doing, if you serious or not. They want to see something, right? They want to see something. After a certain amount of time, you know, people don't want to listen to me sit up here and talk this nonsense about how to get rich and financial security and all this other type of stuff. And I'm not actually in the fray myself. I'm not putting any skin in the game. All of this I'm doing is sitting up on the computer talking, or on the phone, or in videos talking trash. At some point, people need to actually see. And if you have me on Instagram, you see. So that's it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I finally actually put my cybersecurity services in on my website. Okay, so if you'd like to contact me for my tarot reading services, birth chart readings, cybersecurity services, the link to all of that is on my website inside of the Linktree link. And also, too, I'm trying to get my YouTube channel to over 100K. I'm at 17,650 something. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, and set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.